Welcome to Chiari Rhapsody. This is Michelle, the host. Since this is my first video blog, which I never thought that I'd be doing, I wanted to introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. I am a Chiarian. I've suffered for almost 19 years. I also have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Um, I've been active in the Chiari community for many years now. I run a Chiari support group called WTF Worth the Fight. That is, it's a Facebook support group, and I also help run Chiari Bridges, and which is a new nonprofit that's aimed at just really bringing up very real things that we have to go through as Chiarians. So why am I doing Chiari Rhapsody and not just doing this on Chiari Bridges? Well, first of all, some of what I do is going to be on Chiari Bridges, but not everything is appropriate for Chiari Bridges. I completely support their mission, but there's also other things in me that I want to be able to talk about that might not be suitable for Chiari Bridges. So I'm going to bring it all here. I'm going to bring it all to you here and be real to me and who I am. And some of it also might be shared on Chiari Bridges, and you can pick and choose what you want to share. I'm a Christian, and I'm not ashamed of being a Christian, and you're going to see some Christian influence in some of the things that I say. I'm not really very super religious, but I'm in love with Jesus. I don't ask anybody to agree with anything that I say on my faith. You know, you don't have to agree to respect me, and I don't have to agree with you to respect you. We can actually coexist, and you're going to see with some of the people that I invite in, they have very different beliefs than me, and that's totally okay, because we've learned to really learn to love and respect each other despite our differences. I was also a military wife for many years when I first got married, so you're going to see some of that kind of hardcoreness come out in me too. And I'm okay with that. I mean, it's only taken me like 48 years to love who I am, and so I'm not going to stop that now. I'm not used to being in front of the camera. I'm not comfortable in that venue. Um, I'm more the behind the scenes administrative person that likes to make sure that everything is going according to plan behind the scenes. I thought of getting a spokesperson to do and say what I wanted to be said, but I know that would be short-lived because I would nitpick them to death and drive them absolutely crazy with why didn't you say this, and this was key, why didn't you drive that home? And so I'm just going to be me, and I'm just going to bring you the best me that I can. You know, I used to be confident when I was young. Man, when I was young, I could conquer the world in front of a camera and didn't care. But you know, life happens, and there's so many things that I'm not comfortable with about doing this. You know, I have more wrinkles than I've ever had. I have more gray than I ever had, and it seems to be, you know, expanding exponentially every single day. I gained weight, and that came with being bedridden for so many years and a lot of the nerve meds they had me on. I stutter, which is very common with Chiari. I have brain fog problems, so you might see me kind of lose my place and have to regroup a little. And I slur, and that I hate the most. I don't always slur. Some people say they never even notice, but I notice every single time, and I'm very self-conscious about it. But I can either let my fears and my vanity stop me from doing and saying what I need to say, or I could just go out here and do it afraid. So I just decided to do it afraid because I want to encourage everybody to do it afraid. I know what we all face. I know what we're all going through, and I know how hard it is. And there's so much that needs to be said. There's so much that needs to be done. And man, there are so many powers that be that would just like us to shut the hell up and not say anything or do anything. Right? But we have to fight back. We have to change this fight. So the truth is, today I have makeup on. Today my hair is done, although I covered it because I have to wear this headset right now because the Bluetooth mic that I got sucks. So anyway, Some days I'm going to come in with no makeup on, and you're just going to have to deal with it, and I'm going to have to deal with it. Some days my hair might be done, and some days it's not. Some days I might be in pajamas. I wear pajamas 90% of the time. In fact, I have more pajamas in my wardrobe than anything else. In fact, I have a nightgown on right now with just a sweater over it, so I look dressed. Um, but here's the thing, I don't know what my best is going to look like from day to day, but I do promise to try and bring you my best, the best that I can. And I'm not going to be doing a video blog every single day. But when I have something to say, I'm going to bring it. And I'm going to learn to bring it afraid until I build the confidence to be able to do it regularly without being afraid. And I have Amy's spoon. My girl Amy bought me this spoon for Christmas. And I have Amy's spoon to help give me confidence today. And everybody's praying for me to have the confidence to make it through my first video. So what do I feel compelled to do? First of all, I'm all about awareness, and I'm all about awareness of the real problems, not just the definition of Chiari, because we all know that most doctors can't even agree on what a Chiari malformation is. So I'm going to bring those real problems, including the real problems that we face with the medical community. I plan on interviewing some very fantastic people. I have no idea how to do a blog or how to interview and interconnect people from different venues, but I'll learn because I'll figure it out. I have a big brain for a reason. God gave me a big brain for a reason. So I'm going to figure out how to do this, and I'm going to bring you what I can. And what I need from you is I need you all to subscribe to my YouTube video if you haven't already. I need you to like my page on Facebook, follow my page on Facebook, turn your notifications on my page on Facebook. So when I get something out there, you can listen to it and see if it's something you want to share. And then I need you to share it. And the reason I need you to share it is because I'm not just doing this to preach to the crowd. I'm not doing this just to preach to the masses. I want to start something. Okay? I want to start something. I'm going to piss some people off. It's just going to be what happens. I have to. Right? The status quo is not working anymore. Us being nice and going to ERs for help and having doctors that can't even spell it come back and tell us what's going on and what's not going on and how they're not giving us opiates and this and that. And making it even an opiate issue to begin with. It's just not happening. It's not working, right? And people are dying. We have lost 6 people in the last 6 weeks within the Chiari community, and that's just the ones that I know of. And I can't tell you how many of them went to ERs and sought medical advice. Some of them traveled from one country to another country trying to get accurate advice. And they died. One lady went to the ER and they straight up just told her, "We're not giving you opiates." She said, I'm not here for opiates. Something's wrong. I need help." And they sent her home thinking she was drug seeking, and she died that night. And I really we need to get these stories out there. And the truth is, I wish I could tell you that I just have this wonderful heart for Chiarians and I just want to help everybody. And that'd be a lie. Because the truth is, while I do want to help everybody, the reason I fight this fight and the reason I don't really care what any doctor thinks of me is because this fight is ridiculous and it has to change before my kids or their kids end up having it, because too many of the things that I have, and I have an acquired Chiari malformation, so I was not born with it. I do not have a small posterior fossa, even though I was originally told that I did. That's my alarm, and I'm just going to keep recording. So here's the thing. We got to change this game before our kids are fighting the same fight. I have to change this game before my grandchild, I have one grandchild right now, he's 4, but eventually I'm going to have a quiver, and statistically at least 50% of them will have some of the things that I have. right? And that so they're going to be fighting this later, and I have to change the game now so that they're not starting from scratch. So, thank you. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll follow me because I want to start something and I need your help to do it. All right. Thank you. Talk to you later.